And this is for Smithfield?
That's a Smithfield ambulance, right? We don't have a reserved ambulance that would be suitable or frontline ambulance for Smithfield. It might be dependent on. So we're going to recommend each state since they don't want to submit it to bid.
You feel comfortable with this bid?
Yes, sir. It's a little bit higher than our last bid, but things go up. And yes, sir.
Okay.
This is a SPOS problem.
Yeah, I know I was going to say come out of Splosh. Does anybody have any questions concerning this? That's it, Bob.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, appreciate you coming in.
Mr. Chairman, for the Public Works Department, Mike Sister has requested to purchase 2 pumps.
Hey, Commissioner. On February 18th this year, we put in a bid to replace, actually to buy, agricultural pump and discharge pipe. Y'all approved it earlier last year for this year's budget. And Mr. Iowa, y'all also approved a chipper to get another chipper. And what I'd ask Mr. Iowa could we do with all this rain that we've been getting and flooding rains, we only have 3 pumps right now and we're limited on pipe. I'd ask him if we could, whatever bid we decided on everything, if we could purchase 2 pipes and 2 pumps and enough pipe to supply them pumps, so we'd have our own. We wouldn't be borrowed from farmers and digging and stealing. And there was 3 bids that was put in, and one of the bids was Caterpillar, and they didn't meet the specs on a couple of different things. I was on the field and when I was talking to the gentleman, he had also told me that kind of pump that I was looking for, even though he sent this in, probably wouldn't do the job that the other pumps could do, because we pump our water thousands of feet sometimes. And the pump that they actually sell and everything was one that was probably more for a couple hundred foot. And so there was 2 other bids that were still met specs on that. And just ask for your consideration on the bid and also the pipe.
But you had $50,000 in the budget for the chipper.
Have 50,000 for the chipper and have 35,000 for the pump and pipes.
And now you're going to repair the existing chipper
That's correct.
and use the remaining funds for
To buy 2 pumps.
2
and also
pumps.
2,000 feet of pipe.
2,000 feet of pipe.
Yes,
And
sir.
that
That'd
would
still be a savings of about $41,000 that we still would spend.
Who come up with the specs on these pumps?
What I done was I contacted Rainbow, and I also contacted Yancey and Fun Equipment and asked them to send me their pumps, and I basically took their pumps that had plus specs that we'd had from the last pump that we'd purchased. And I tried to make it as simple as possible so it didn't, look like you were trying to get one pump. Kind of left a little bit wide open there as far as the main thing was the horsepower, fuel capacity, and being able to pump the distance of water that we pump.
How far was the furthest you pump?
1,600 feet.
And the reason I'm asking,
Yes,
not to second guess, after I looked at this thing, I'm in the process of putting up another pivot, and I talked with my irrigation man, and the first thing when he looked at your specs, he said that he would never take a 90 horsepower engine and put a 6-inch suction on it, because the fact that it says that when it's, to start with, you'll be fine, but says when you start pumping water with it, it creates air bubbles. The pump is pumping more than that 6-inch suction will allow, and it creates bubbles, and he said then it starts knocking holes in your impeller. And he said about 2 years you'll find yourself running the engine faster and faster to pump the same amount of water that you're pumping. And he told me, and I told him about what we were doing, he said that you could take a 75 horsepower engine that would burn, he said his would, and I'm not trying to sell his engine, that burn about 1.5 gallons of fuel an hour and do the same job for about several $1,000s cheaper than these.
I'm just going on the pumps that we had before and the one that we purchased. And I actually talked to Rainbow, who builds them.
Yeah.
And that was basically the specs that we used. Is that the last pump we purchased put
I'm
about,
not saying you're having problems, I'm just saying that we could buy we don't need to be overkill. He said we could take 75 horsepower pump, and I have one, as a matter of fact, and I pump water about 3,000 foot through aluminum pipe to a pivot. And it'll pump about 850 gallons per day, minimum, if you was looking at. I was just thinking about the savings of $2,500 and $3,000, and while I was there, he has a trailer load of previously owned pipe that he wants $2 a foot for, and I examined it all, and it's all 6-inch rainbow twist lock pipe, and it all seems to be in good shape. I mean, we're looking at spending $13,000 for new pipe, and once you lay it on the ground and use it one time, it becomes used pipe. So if we could buy this 2,000, I think he said he had 2,100 foot of pipe for $2, that's the savings of $8,800 right there that you could use somewhere else in your budget, I think.
that's totally up to y'all, which y'all decide to spend the money on. I was trying to get the best bang for the buck.
Yes, I'm not,
And, the new pipe, the only concerns I had is that sometimes, when you being a farmer, it's real easy to throw stuff on the ground, get dinged up, holes in them, stuff like that. And I just figured if we had our own stuff, new, our guys take care of it, be sheltered, it'd be ours to take care of, and we wouldn't have to worry about it no more. We don't have to fix things, but I'm open for options. I just know we need it for the county.
well, he said he'd guarantee all this pipe will be in good shape, you know. I mean, I've driven tractors over it, and as soon as you put water in it, it'll have a little bend in it, but it's still putting water in it. I was just saying that he felt like, I'm not trying to push him, I'm not gonna call his business, but he said a 75 horsepower engine would be more than enough to do what, because we're running open discharge, we're not trying to run a pivot or any kind of irrigation. He said that would be more than we needed. But if you chose to go with the 90 horsepower, he would certainly recommend that you put an 8-inch suction on it. And then he says what you run into then is that your discharge pipe is not going to carry the amount of water that you're going to be sucking through your pump.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mike, you can look into that.
Yes, sir.
If a man would guarantee that the pipe doesn't leak, the used pipe, that would concern me, but the man said he's gonna guarantee the pipe.
I guess he said he'd guarantee it all.
In other words, if there's a leak and he'd make it good or just
Oh, yeah.
take it back.
I mean, the worst that could be
You
wrong.
might check out his
gas
information,
is
just-
dry rotted, the seals, and
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
well, I was just thinking you'd have $8,800 you could use on Sam Johnson's road.
Is Sam here tonight?
Chairman, Chief Howe has a request, matching funds for some emergency operations equipment.
Good evening. Based on the recent weather events that we've had over the last year, several flooding events that we've come real close on being a severe flood. We had one tornado that touched down in the county recently. Didn't impact any residences, basically went through wooded areas. Snow and ice event we recently had kind of brought it to the forefront, and at the urging of Mr. Hours, myself and the sheriff, along with Gary Rice, our local EMA representative from Gema, we met to look at our current emergency operations center located in the sheriff's muster room out of the jail. And what we have is a very secure facility with no equipment or no means of really staffing it other than our cell phones and ourselves. In the event of a big-scale emergency or disaster, then they would require us to man and staff the emergency operations center. And that would be all the
Excuse me, James, you mean to tell me there's no equipment in this room at all?
There's lights and receptacles.
That's it?
It's basically, the sheriff's using it for his muster room now. Now, could we function in there as a emergency operations center? We could, but we'd be doing it basically on our cell phones. And I'm sure you have one phone line in there.